And when you try to level up, when you try to grow mentally, everything's shifting. People start to be angry with you. People start to hate you. People start to think you are changed. People try to project their own needs on you. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay no matter what, because you have yourself. And nothing's gonna change. Yeah, you might feel painful, you might cry, you might release emotion. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Igor, and for those who don't know me, this channel all about self-development and self-development journey. And today's topic, I want to talk about how to let go of the people, how to know how to let go of the people, and basically why we need to let go of the people, and which challenges we're gonna have when we start to letting go of the people in our life. So first things first, I want to say about when we're trying to change, when we're trying to level up, when we're trying to become a different person, better person for ourselves, our whole identity is dying. Because when we setting up boundaries, when we stop to people please, when we stop to be validation or be validated by other people, the energy is shift, and people can feel that. Everything's around start to shift, the reality start to shift, and people might not like it because a lot of people in our lives using us, and when we are breaking that cycle of unhealthy identity or unhealthy boundaries, people using you to putting you back in that old identity because they feel discomfortable. You threaten them because don't have boundaries might benefit them, might benefit your family, might benefit your friend or your partner. And when you try to level up, when you try to grow mentally, everything's shifting. People start to be angry with you. People start to hate you. People start to think you are changed. People try to project their own needs on you. And when you start to protecting yourself, protecting your peace, protecting your energy, and their needs not met, so they try to manipulate in you, try to control you, try to guilt trip you, putting every type of way to put you back into the old identity than you were before, because that's not benefit them, and not having boundaries is benefit them. And when we understanding that actually letting go of people serving us and serving us in a way that helping us to grow, when we letting go other people, when we putting ourselves first, we prioritizing ourselves, and we open up the door for growth and open up the door for new opportunities, because any relationship in our life is a reflection of you. And when you look closer in any type of relationship, for example with your partner, you feel like you're not growing in this relationship, the relationship is stagnant, there is no point of that relationship anymore because they are not helping you to grow. But wait a second, I'll explain about this more later. There's a principle that when you trying to grow, you need to let go of the old things that doesn't serve you. When you was a child and when you already was a teenager and you already adult, the clothes you're wearing, the clothes right now you're wearing is not gonna be the same clothes that you had when you was in childhood or when you was a teenager. So you don't need this clothes, and that clothes not serving you anymore, right? So you let it go. Every season of our life we outgrow something. We outgrow friendships, we outgrow relationships, some habits, routines, what not serving us, we need to let go because it will stop us to grow. If you 1 or 2 years ago how specific habits, specific routine, morning routine, evening routine, but that routine might not serve you anymore. That person that was whole life in your life, like your friend from a childhood, might not serve you anymore, and you're just afraid to let them go because you feel you are not a good person, because they are a kind person, they are a good person. You just think what they will think about me, I'm letting them go. But letting go is not making you a bad person. Letting go is making you free of obligation, free of old baggage. I remember I have a best friend from a childhood, and that friend was whole my life with me. But there was a periods when we not communicate, periods when we communicate, periods when I was afraid to lose him from my life because this is my best friend. But then I come to the point that I understand actually I don't need that person in my life. And I was just so much afraid to lose that person. But actually we come to this world by ourselves, and we go from this world by ourselves. And this is just a healthy attachment, because healthy attachment is understanding that you love people, you treasure people, you care about people. But when they need to go from your life, or when they go from your life, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay no matter what, because you have yourself. And nothing's gonna change. Yeah, you might feel painful, you might cry, you might release emotion. That's healthy cycle of releasing the things. we grieving, we missing somebody, we feeling sad that we need to let them go, but we can't control other people. A lot of things in our life we cannot control. We can control our actions, our emotions, our thoughts, our attitudes, but we cannot control other people. We cannot control circumstances out of our control. This is not up to us. And the same thing with the people. If we love people, we actually letting them go, because love is uncontrollable. If you trying to hold person that need to go from your life, is not a love, it's control. You might trying to hold them with guilt tripping, with manipulation. Even sometimes when you're afraid to say something to your friend, to be honest, and you're trying to speak in a different way, so just trying to control their answer or trying to control the outcome. When you really need to let go of a person, you don't need to control them. You just need to accept the things as it is. If the person meant to be in your life, they're gonna come back. No matter it's your ex-partner, ex-friend, or things like that. Sometimes we need to heal apart. Sometimes we need to grow apart, but then we can meet together with a new direction, more healed, more growth. And what I'm gonna say right now is about the principles that I read in the book, how to know if you need to let go of the person. It's about which things holding you back. Is it your partner? Is it your friends? Is it your job? Is it your habits? Or is it your mindset? What holding you back? And there's the 3 principles. The first principle is when you feel like your life okay, when you feel your life is comfortable, great, but something's inside of you telling you, and normally we can feel that, we can sense that because we have our intuition, and we can sense something like something is wrong, something is off, or when we doubting ourselves, like for example with a partner, is it the right partner for me? Is it this person gonna be with me whole life? If you start to doubting yourself, if you start to question yourself, something is wrong. Something is wrong because you have this inner thoughts, inner feelings that something is off. And when you feel like you live this life, but this life is comfortable, but you're settling and you feel like you don't have growth in this relationship. This relationship not helping you to grow. This relationship is stagnant. They are just okay, comfortable, but they are not helping you to grow, to change. And what is stagnant, what is stuck, that is dying. The relationship is dying. Second principle is that when you see the things is dying already. For example, job. When you like going to the job every day, but you feel like it's draining you. Or you go into the job and you feel like the job is not fulfilling you already anymore. Or when the business is, when you're working on it for so long time and you feel like you did what you can, but you feel like it's not moving anymore and is dying already, and whatever you try, whatever you keep going, is just die. I'm not saying that you need to give up on the business or on a dream. Sometimes redirection is the better thing to come to your life, because redirection can guide you to the things that really meant for you. Like I had the same issue with my business because I was in a music business, and I feel like this things is, although I like still to make music, but I feel it's like more like a hobby for me because it's not fulfilling me fully. And I feel like this business is more for validation when you get placements and like a lot of people congratulate you and things like that. And another thing is like you need to really work hard to achieve success in the music business. And whatever I tried, whatever like I keep going, keep pushing, I have a bare minimum. Like, I mean, there was a point when I have very good successful like period in my life with the business, with the selling beats, with the having placements like with big US artists. But then I realized like I'm getting bare minimum and I don't want like settle with this kind of thing. I want to have more in my life. I want to have more potential. I want to have bigger dreams, and that's not enough for me. I realized that whatever I was trying, the business was dying and is not helping me. So I realized for myself, actually those things is dying and I need to let them go. The third thing, the third principle, how you letting go is like you see the relationship is dead or your business is dead already. Let's back to the relationship, for example. If you feel like you're in a relationship, those relationships not helping you to grow. You just communicate with that person out of the habit, casual checkups, how are you, nice, thank you, and you. Or just basically you have that inner feeling that whatever the person in your life doing, those relationship is not good enough for you or is not working for you already. And when you feel like those relationship already dead and you need to move on, but you're just like trying to hold on to them because of your own insecurities that you will not find another person, insecurities that you're a bad person, holding guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt that you need to like let it go this person. I was reading in a book of Natalie and Brandon, the book called is 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem, and the guy was like famous psychologist, very wise man, and he explained about the self-esteem and how we losing the self-esteem and keep taking back the self-esteem over the period of life. And he was explaining a story about him and his partner, his wife. And he said during that period, 2 people was super wise because they were like, he was a like super big psychologist, like very famous and written a lot of books and things like that. And his wife was a philosopher or things like that. And he grew with her a lot, as he say, but there was a period when already the relationship was stagnant. And he said that actually they was not letting go each other just because of the point. Sometimes human nature is like this, we're afraid to let go person, because when you're trying to let go or you're trying to like say first that you wanna like separate and relationship not work, then we are start to thinking we are a bad person. Like the person who first say about the breakup is a bad person. When you look from a lens that actually you're not a bad person, because letting go is like setting you free. Letting go is to prioritizing yourself over other people, because your mental health is the most important thing in whole life. Not your children, not your wife, not your parents, not your pets. Whatever it is, your mental health the most important. And whoever like talking to you and trying to guilt trip you or manipulate you or try to like make you a bad person, first of all, letting go of other people or to detach from other people, not making you a bad person. You're worthy, you're good enough, and you're worthy enough regardless of what you're doing. I mean, you're worthy of love, whatever you let go somebody. Your worth is not defined by how you look or what you do. And when people try to guilt trip you and manipulate you in a way that you're a bad person, you need to have in your head and your mind understanding that like you're not a bad person. Those people just projecting their insecurities, their traumas, their experience of the life. And those people just trying to feel comfortable by don't having boundaries with you, or those people just feel comfortable when they drain you because they're a coping strategy like this. They're like the person not supposed to be bad to let go of them. The person can be good, can be nice, can helpful and things like that, but you can be just not aligned with that person for the growth. And you need to let go of that person from your life. I'm not saying that every person needs to be toxic in your life. You just need to like sit down, take a journal and reflect which type of people. Like for example, for me, I was like, I have a list of the people and why I need to let them go. Like I realized some people I was chasing love before and approval, but then I realized that I'm worthy of love and respect just as I am. And I don't need to chase love or approval from other people. And I don't need to chase love from my partner or chase love for my friends or things like that, because I'm lovable as I am already. People need to love me as I am, as a human being, but not what I do or I pleasing them and things like that. There was like some people that was keep just like reaching out with me or holding friends with me just because it benefit them, because they need some knowledge from me or maybe because they need some help with some things. But there was like not trustworthy friends, or there was a friends that just basically reaching out for me because of the boredom. Some people in your life will just like stay with you in your life just because they're boring, or maybe they have the same pain and they escape in the reality. But when you like start grow, you start to heal, they on the same level and you already change the vibration, and they will try to pull you back inside of that because it's gonna feel unfamiliar to them and they gonna panic. Their attachment wounds, their attachment styles they have from childhood, it will affect them and they will try to like put you back on the same thing. If you have a position or you have a possibility that that you can just move out from your surroundings, stop to communicate with those people who are affecting you or draining you, then just do that, because it's much easier to be by yourself or remove those people and not communicate with them. Then you will stay in that environment, and that environment will push you back to your old identity. Some people can like benefit you, some people will just like, there was also the people in my life that was like just communicating with me because they're like to talk to me, but they're not interested in me as a person. They just like to express about themselves, speak about themselves, talk about themselves, but they're not basically interested in me as a person. That's not a reciprocate relationship, not mutual relationship and respect. My basic point is that you need to figure out which things in your life is like draining you. Every time when you feel drained, you try to reflect why is that, and try to think like, I need to let go of these people from your life, because you can have a better life, you can have a better potential. When you let go of the things, more better things will come to your life, more amazing things will come to your life. It's not gonna be fast, like just like, you know, you let go of the person and suddenly you will attract another person. A lot of people like have unhealed wounds, unhealed traumas about boundaries, about people pleasing, about validation, and those things need to face it. When you face that, when you heal that, you will attract new things in your life. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was informative for you, and let me know in the comments what you think about this. And if you have some questions to me, you can freely write in the chat, write in the comments, and see you in the next one.